Imagine standing before a mirror, not seeing your current self, but the best version of you, the one you always dreamed of being. This version is confident, purposeful, and unshaken by the challenges of life. Now consider this. That vision is not a distant hope or a figment of imagination. It is real, waiting to unfold, the moment you decide to step into it. You have within you the power to transform every facet of your life. Becoming your best self is not about changing who you are, but realizing who you were always meant to be. Today, we will unveil the steps to awaken that hidden potential and live the life of your highest dreams. The first step in becoming your best self is recognizing the immense power of awareness. You must become acutely aware of the thoughts that occupy your mind every day. Every moment you are thinking, feeling, or reacting, you are creating the foundation for your future experiences. The thoughts you entertain consistently shape the circumstances you encounter. They form the filter through which you perceive your reality and influence the decisions you make. To transform into your best self, you must understand that your mind is not just a passive observer, but an active creator. If you want to evolve, you must first identify the narrative you have been telling yourself. Are you speaking to yourself with words of encouragement, or are you reinforcing self-doubt and limitations? The words you use, both internally and externally, hold incredible power. If your internal dialogue is filled with negativity, fear, or a sense of inadequacy, it is time to rewrite that script. The foundation of your personal transformation lies in shifting your inner dialogue to one of empowerment, possibility, and confidence. Fairness is about more than just noticing your thoughts. It is about understanding their impact on your feelings, actions, and ultimately your reality. Ask yourself, what are you affirming with your thoughts? Are you affirming success, abundance, and self-worth? Or are you focusing on your flaws, your failures, and your limitations? Your awareness must move beyond surface-level thoughts and tap into the deeper beliefs that shape your perception of yourself. When you become aware of these patterns, you gain the power to change them. This awareness enables you to challenge all disempowering thoughts and replace them with new, uplifting ones. It is the first step to realigning your thinking with the vision of your higher self. Remember, your mind is not your enemy. It is your greatest ally. By becoming aware of your thoughts, you unlock the potential to direct them toward the creation of your ideal future. The transformation you seek begins with the simple but profound act of becoming aware of your thoughts and choosing to reshape them. That to truly become your best self, the next crucial step is to assume the identity of the person you desire to be. We often wait for external circumstances to change before we change our internal state. But this is a misunderstanding of how transformation works. In reality, it's the reverse. Your transformation starts within. The way you think about yourself and the way you act is the key to unlocking your potential. Rather than waiting for success, confidence, or abundance to find you, you must embody those qualities before they manifest in the external world. When you envision your best self, what do you see? What traits does that person possess? Perhaps they are confident, accomplished, or peaceful. Maybe they are successful, respected, or powerful in their field. The first step is to imagine yourself as that person right now, in this moment, not in some distant future. This is the act of assuming the identity of your best self. This is the act of assuming the identity of your best self. You begin to live and think as if you are already that version of yourself, even before the world around you reflects this change. Your identity is not fixed. It is fluid, constantly evolving. You can shape it in any way you choose. If you want to become a successful entrepreneur, assume the mindset, the habits, and the lifestyle of a successful entrepreneur right now. If you want to be a confident person, act as if you are already confident. This means that when you wake up in the morning, you dress, speak, and move through your day as the person you want to be. The thoughts, actions, and behaviors of the best version of you must become a part of your everyday life, even if you don't fully see the fruits of that transformation just yet. This is not about pretending to be something you're not. It's about stepping into the full potential of who you truly are. You are already that person in spirit. Your job is to align your thoughts and actions with this truth. There is immense power in this process of embodying the traits and behaviors you wish to see manifest in your life. The more you act in alignment with your highest self, the more your external reality begins to shift to match it. The process of assuming your best self is also about releasing the old versions of you. Many people live in the past, clinging to who they were and what they've done. They carry around old identities, old failures, old wounds, and old beliefs about who they are. To become your best self, you must let go of the past and allow the present moment to be the birthplace of your new identity. Think of yourself as an actor preparing for a role. The actor may not have the skills or traits of the character at the start, but as they practice, study, and immerse themselves in the role, they become that character. In the same way, you must immerse yourself in the identity of your best self. If your best self is someone who is disciplined, begin practicing small daily habits that align with discipline. If your best self is someone who speaks with confidence, start engaging in conversations and taking opportunities to speak in public, even if it feels uncomfortable. The discomfort is a sign of growth. And it's important to understand that assuming the identity of your best self is not a one-time event, but a continuous process. The person you are becoming requires your consistent effort to show up as that person each and every day. The more you act in alignment with your desired identity, the more natural it becomes. Over time, you will start to notice that this new version of you doesn't feel so new anymore. You will begin to feel like the best version of yourself was always inside you, just waiting to emerge. When you assume the identity of your best self, you also develop an unshakable sense of self-belief. This is the key to unlocking doors that once seemed closed. When you believe you're worthy of success, greatness, and happiness, the world begins to reflect that belief back to you. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach start appearing effortlessly. People begin to recognize and respect the new energy you're radiating. Your actions align with your intentions, and your goals start to become realities. The key is that everything you want to achieve or manifest in life begins with the assumption that you are already that person in spirit, and you live accordingly. No. By assuming the identity of your best self, you are creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. You are not waiting for success to change you. You are changing yourself to create the success. You are not waiting to feel confident before acting with confidence. You are acting with confidence to cultivate it. And as you continue to show up as this new identity, the world has no choice but to reflect the person you've become. To truly become your best self, you must break free from the limiting beliefs that hold you back. These beliefs, often formed from past experiences, societal conditioning, or fears, are the invisible chains that keep you from reaching your full potential. The truth is, most of what you believe about yourself and the world around you is not an absolute reality. It is simply a perception formed by the mind level. And these beliefs often operate at a subconscious level, influencing your decisions, actions, and reactions without you even realizing it. One of the first steps in breaking free from limiting beliefs is to become aware of them. Start by asking yourself, what beliefs do I hold about myself that limit my growth? Perhaps you believe you're not smart enough to succeed, or that you're not deserving of wealth, love, or happiness. Maybe you think success is for others, but not for you. These beliefs are powerful because they shape the way you see opportunities and challenges. If you believe that you are not capable, you will unconsciously avoid situations that require you to push your limits. You may even sabotage your efforts because deep down you don't believe you deserve success or that you are capable of achieving it. Once you have identified these limiting beliefs, you can begin the process of challenging and changing them. The first step in this transformation is realizing that these beliefs are not facts. They are stories you have accepted as truths. Every belief, no matter how ingrained, can be changed with the right mindset and actions. The next time a limiting belief arises, question its validity. Ask yourself, is this belief really true? Where is the evidence that supports it? More often than not, you will find that there is little to no factual basis behind the belief. It is simply a story you've been telling yourself. The power to change these beliefs lies in your ability to reframe them. Instead of accepting them as absolute truth, challenge them with empowering statements. For example, if you believe you're not smart enough, reframe it as, I have the ability to learn anything I put my mind to. If you think you're not deserving of success, shift your mindset to, I am worthy of success, and it flows to me effortlessly. Reframing limiting beliefs into empowering ones helps you shift from a mindset of scarcity and fear to one of abundance and possibility. In fact, there was one case. Another effective way to break free from limiting beliefs is to expose yourself to new perspectives. Often our beliefs are shaped by the people we associate with, the media we consume, and the environments we inhabit. If you want to change your beliefs, surround yourself with individuals who have a growth mindset, who encourage your success, and who challenge your current thinking. Read books, listen to podcasts, and attend events that inspire you to think bigger and bolder. The more you expose yourself to different ideas and ways of thinking, the easier it becomes to let go of beliefs that no longer serve you. It's also important to recognize that breaking free from limiting beliefs is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process. As you grow and evolve, new limiting beliefs may surface, especially as you begin to achieve new levels of success or face new challenges. But each time you confront and overcome these limiting beliefs, you become stronger and more resilient. You develop a mindset that is open to possibility and growth, rather than one that is constrained by fear and doubt. Breaking free from limiting beliefs requires courage. It takes courage to challenge the narratives you've held about yourself and the world. It takes courage to step outside your comfort zone and confront the discomfort that comes with change. But the more you practice this courage, the easier it becomes to take risks and push through fear. Remember, growth happens outside of your comfort zone, and every time you step into discomfort, you expand your capacity to achieve more. When you break free from limiting beliefs, you open yourself up to limitless possibilities. The world is filled with opportunities, and when you release the constraints of your limiting beliefs, you begin to see these opportunities more clearly. You start to take actions that align with your highest potential, and as a result, your reality begins to shift. You attract the people, resources, and situations that will help you fulfill your dreams. Your path becoming your best self is no longer hindered by invisible walls, but rather it is open, expansive, and full of promise. The only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. And once you release them, you will find that your potential is truly boundless. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools you can use to become your best self. It is the ability to vividly imagine your future success, not just as a distant dream, but as an already accomplished reality. Through the process of visualization, you align your inner world with your external goals, creating a mental blueprint that guides you toward your desired outcomes. The mind cannot distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. And that is why visualization has such a profound impact on your life. To begin mastering the art of visualization, you must first create a clear and detailed image of your best self and the life you wish to lead. This image should be specific, not vague. It's not enough to just imagine being successful or living a happy life. You must see yourself living that success, feeling the emotions associated with it, and experiencing the sense of accomplishment that comes with it. Imagine yourself waking up in the morning, getting ready for the day, interacting with others, achieving your goals, and feeling the satisfaction that comes with it. Every detail matters. The more vividly you can imagine it, the more your mind will begin to accept this vision as your new reality. Visualization is not just about mental images. It is about emotions as well. Feel the joy, the excitement, and the pride of having achieved your goals. Your emotions are the energy that fuels your visualization. They act like a magnet, drawing the experiences and opportunities that match your inner vision. It's essential to engage all of your senses during visualization. Picture not only what you see, but also what you hear, smell, taste, and feel. The more sensory rich your visualization, the more powerful it becomes. As you visualize yourself in a certain situation, experience the feelings as if they were happening right now. The emotions you evoke during this process are the seeds of your future reality. It's important to practice visualization regularly. Just like any skill, the more you practice, the better you become. Set aside time every day, even if it's just a few minutes, to immerse yourself in your vision. It could be first thing in the morning when your mind is fresh, or before bed when your subconscious mind is more receptive. The key is consistency. Over time, as you continue to visualize your desired outcomes, your mind will start to believe it is already happening. This belief will fuel your actions and motivate you to take the steps necessary to manifest what you have visualized. Visualization also helps you overcome fear and doubt. When you visualize yourself succeeding in the face of challenges, you begin to rewire your brain to expect success rather than failure. This creates a positive feedback loop in your mind, where you feel more confident in your ability to handle obstacles and setbacks. Instead of being paralyzed by fear or uncertainty, you will develop a sense of certainty and trust in your ability to navigate the journey to your best self. This is because your brain has already experienced the success in your imagination, and now it is simply working to bring that success into your reality. Another powerful aspect of visualization is its ability to keep you focused. When you have a clear image of what you want to achieve, you are less likely to be distracted by external circumstances or the opinions of others. Visualization serves as a reminder of your purpose and keeps you aligned with your true desires. Whenever doubt creeps in, return to your vision. See yourself as already having what you want and experience the gratitude and fulfillment that comes with it. This reinforces your commitment to your goals and propels you forward. It's also important to visualize not only the end result, but also the process. Often, people only focus on the destination and forget to visualize the steps required to get there. Visualizing the journey is just as important because it prepares you mentally for the challenges and growth that will take place along the way. By visualizing yourself taking the necessary actions, overcoming obstacles, and staying consistent in your efforts, you prime your mind to handle the journey with confidence and perseverance. Visualization doesn't just have to be a solitary practice. You can also visualize with others. If you have a mentor, coach, or supportive friends, share your vision with them and visualize success together. Collective energy and belief amplify the power of visualization, and when you surround yourself with others who share your goals and support your vision, the energy becomes even more powerful. Instead, the ultimate goal of visualization is to create a mental image so vivid and detailed that your mind begins to accept it as your reality. As your mind aligns with your vision, your actions will follow suit. You will make decisions that are in harmony with the person you are visualizing yourself to be, and you will begin to attract the people, opportunities, and experiences that align with your vision. Visualization is the art of living your dreams in your mind first, and when done consistently, it sets the stage for them to manifest in the physical world. By mastering this art, you not only create your future, but also become the person you've always aspired to be. Living with intentional gratitude is a transformative practice that has the power to shift your mindset, attract abundance, and align you with your best self. Gratitude is more than just a feeling. It is a conscious choice to focus on the blessings and positives in your life, regardless of external circumstances. When you live with intentional gratitude, you are not waiting for your circumstances to improve before you express thankfulness. If you surrender each day of your life completely to gratitude and prayer, instead, you choose to cultivate an attitude of gratitude in every moment, knowing that this simple act can change the course of your life. The first step in living with intentional gratitude is to recognize the many blessings you already have. Too often we focus on what we don't have, what is lacking, or what is going wrong in our lives. But when you shift your focus to what is working, what you appreciate, and what you are grateful for, you begin to see a world full of abundance. Gratitude shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance, and this simple shift has a profound impact on your thoughts, emotions, and actions. By consistently acknowledging the good in your life, you begin to align yourself with the energy of positivity and prosperity. You can practice intentional gratitude daily by making it a part of your routine. Start by creating a gratitude practice in the morning or before bed, where you take a few moments to reflect on what you are grateful for. This could be as simple as appreciating your health, your family, or the opportunities that are available to you. The key is to really feel the gratitude as you reflect on these things. It's not enough to simply list what you are thankful for. You must fully experience the emotions associated with gratitude. When you do this, you activate the energy of abundance, and your mind becomes more attuned to noticing further blessings and opportunities throughout the day. Living with intentional gratitude is also about reframing challenges and setbacks. When things don't go as planned, it can be easy to fall into frustration, resentment, or despair. But gratitude has the power to transform these moments into growth opportunities. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, ask yourself, what lesson can I learn from this experience? Or, how is this situation contributing to my growth and development? When you approach challenges with gratitude, you are opening yourself up to valuable lessons and insights. You begin to see obstacles as stepping stones rather than roadblocks on your journey to becoming your best self. The practice of gratitude also allows you to cultivate a mindset of abundance. When you are truly grateful for the things you have, you create space for even more blessings to come into your life. Gratitude is like a magnet that attracts positivity, success, and prosperity. The more you give thanks for what you already have, the more the universe responds by bringing you more of what you appreciate. This is not just a spiritual principle. It is a psychological one. When you focus on the positive, your mind begins to seek out more positive experiences, and this creates a cycle of abundance that feeds on itself. Another powerful aspect of intentional gratitude is its ability to strengthen relationships. When you express genuine gratitude to others, you not only lift their spirits, but also deepen your connection with them. Whether it's thanking someone for their support, acknowledging their kindness, or simply appreciating their presence in your life, showing gratitude strengthens the bonds between you and others. Gratitude is a language of love, respect, and appreciation. By making it a habit to express your gratitude to those around you, you not only make them feel valued, but you also attract more positive and supportive relationships into your life. Living with intentional gratitude also involves being present in the moment. In a world that constantly demands more of our attention, it's easy to overlook the small, everyday blessings that make life truly special. Taking time each day to appreciate the present moment, whether it's a warm cup of coffee, a beautiful sunset, or the laughter of a loved one, brings you into alignment with your best self. Gratitude anchors you in the now, allowing you to fully experience the richness of life without being distracted by past regrets or future anxieties. When you live with gratitude, you are not waiting for something to happen in the future to make you happy. You are able to find joy and contentment in the present moment. One of the most profound ways to cultivate intentional gratitude is by keeping a gratitude journal. Writing down what you are grateful for each day helps you to focus your attention on the positive aspects of your life. It also serves as a powerful reminder of how much you have to be thankful for, even on days when things seem tough. As you review your journal over time, you'll notice patterns of growth, abundance, and progress. You will see that even in difficult times, there is always something to be grateful for. This simple practice helps to reprogram your mind, shifting it from a state of lack to one of abundance. Gratitude also has a ripple effect. When you live with intentional gratitude, it not only impacts your life, but also the lives of those around you. People are naturally drawn to positive energy, and your gratitude will inspire others to cultivate it as well. As you embody gratitude, you become a beacon of positivity, attracting more of the same into your life. Your energy becomes infectious, and you begin to create a circle of gratitude that expands beyond you, bringing more joy, abundance, and success to everyone you encounter. Ultimately, living with intentional gratitude is not just about feeling thankful, it is about transforming your mindset and aligning your energy with abundance. It is about actively choosing to focus on the good in your life, reframing challenges as opportunities for growth, and expressing your appreciation to others. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the door to a richer, more fulfilling life. And by making it a conscious practice, you will set yourself on the path to becoming your best self. The path to becoming your best self is not merely about positive thinking, visualization, or even gratitude. It's about consistent, purposeful action. Action is the bridge that connects your dreams and desires to your reality. Without action, all the motivation, intention, and visualization in the world are just ideas that never come to life. To truly transform your life and become the person you envision, you must take consistent, deliberate steps toward your goals every single day. It's through these actions that you build momentum, develop new habits, and ultimately achieve the success you desire. So this week, the first step to embracing the power of consistent action is to break down your goals into smaller, more manageable tasks. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when you think about everything you want to achieve in the long term. However, when you break your larger goals into smaller actions, you make them feel more achievable. Whether it's a professional ambition, a personal growth goal, or a dream you want to manifest, the key is to take it one step at a time. Every small action you take moves you closer to your ultimate vision. The idea is to create daily habits that are aligned with your goals, even if they seem small at the moment. Consistency is about repetition, And it's through repetition that you master any skill or habit, whether it's writing every day to become a better writer, working out regularly to improve your fitness, or dedicating time to learning new knowledge or skills. The power of consistent action lies in doing these things regularly, without exception. It's the compounding effect of consistent effort that produces extraordinary results over time. You may not see immediate progress, but each action you take is like laying a brick on the path to your best self. Over time, those small actions accumulate into something much larger than you could have ever imagined. Another important aspect of consistent action is the ability to push through resistance. At the beginning of any new endeavor, there will always be a feeling of resistance. This can show up as fear, doubt, procrastination, or even boredom. The key is to recognize that this resistance is a natural part of the process, and that it's only through pushing through it that you grow. Each time you take action despite feeling resistance, you strengthen your resolve, build your resilience, and reinforce your commitment to your goals. It's in those moments of discomfort where the real growth happens. The more you train yourself to take action, even when you don't feel like it, the more you develop the discipline necessary to achieve your dreams. Now, it's important to remember that consistent action doesn't mean perfection. There will be days when you don't follow through on your plans, when life gets in the way or when things don't go as expected. However, what sets successful individuals apart is their ability to get back on track. When you face setbacks, don't let them derail your progress. Instead, use them as opportunities to learn and improve. Perfection is not the goal, progress is. Consistency doesn't mean never faltering. It means making the choice to keep moving forward even when things aren't perfect. Taking consistent action also means being proactive rather than reactive. Many people spend their time reacting to circumstances, letting external events dictate their mood, energy, and actions. However, to truly become your best self, you must take the reins of your life and act with purpose. Being proactive means setting your intentions and taking deliberate steps to make them a reality, regardless of what is happening around you. It's about creating the life you want rather than waiting for life to happen to you. When you embrace this mindset, you become the creator of your circumstances, and you begin to attract the experiences, opportunities, and people that align with your vision. Additionally, embracing consistent action requires self-motivation and self-discipline. Motivation is the spark that gets you started, but discipline is what keeps you going. Motivation can ebb and flow, but discipline allows you to show up and take action even when you don't feel motivated. This is where the real transformation occurs. The key is to cultivate discipline by building habits that align with your goals. This could mean setting aside time each day to work toward your objectives, creating a daily routine that supports your success, or setting clear priorities so you can stay focused on what matters most. The more disciplined you become in taking consistent action, the more natural it will feel, and the easier it will be to stay on course. Another benefit of consistent action is the opportunity for feedback and improvement. When you take action regularly, you start to notice what works and what doesn't. This feedback allows you to adjust your approach, refine your strategies, and make better decisions moving forward. You begin to understand yourself better, learning what actions produce the most results and which ones are less effective. This process of trial and error combined with continuous action leads to mastery. The more you act, the more you learn, and the better you become at achieving your goals. Embracing the power of consistent action is about understanding that success is a process, not a destination. It's about committing to the journey and recognizing that every step, no matter how small, is moving you closer to the person you are meant to become. Consistency compounds over time, and the person who takes small, daily actions toward their dreams will always outpace the person who waits for the perfect moment or for external circumstances to align. Through consistent action that you create the life you desire, and with each step you build the momentum necessary to transform your dreams into reality. By fully embracing consistent action, you are not just dreaming about your best self, you are actively creating that person, day by day, moment by moment. The more you show up, the more you invest in yourself, the more you will become the person you envision. This is how transformation happens, through dedication, discipline, and a relentless commitment to taking action. You unlock the door to your highest potential. You unlock the door to your highest potential. One of the most crucial elements of becoming your best self is developing an unshakable belief in your own abilities. Self-belief is the foundation upon which all of your dreams, goals, and desires are built. It is the inner conviction that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to, no matter the challenges or obstacles that may arise. Without self-belief, your journey toward personal growth and success will be filled with doubt, hesitation, and fear. It is your belief in yourself that fuels your determination, keeps you going through difficult times, and drives you toward the realization of your full potential. The first step in cultivating unshakable self-belief is to recognize that belief is not something you are born with. It is something you can develop and strengthen over time. Just like a muscle, the more you practice and nurture self-belief, the stronger it becomes. If you've struggled with self-doubt or lack of confidence in the past, know that this is a normal part of the human experience. It's not the presence of doubt that defines you, but how you choose to respond to it. The key is to consciously choose to believe in yourself, even when external circumstances or past failures may suggest otherwise. Explaining financial crisis. One of the most effective ways to strengthen your self-belief is to challenge and reframe the limiting beliefs that hold you back. These limiting beliefs are often formed through past experiences, societal conditioning, or negative self-talk. They might tell you that you're not good enough, that success is reserved for others, or that you'll never be able to achieve your dreams. But these beliefs are not the truth. They are just stories you've told yourself over time. To cultivate self-belief, you must actively challenge these stories. When a limiting thought arises, ask yourself, is this really true? Or, what evidence do I have to support this belief? Often you'll find that the evidence to support your doubts is weak, and you'll begin to see how false those beliefs really are. Number one, another powerful way to build self-belief is through the practice of self-affirmation. Affirmations are positive statements that reinforce your worth, capabilities, and potential. By repeating affirmations regularly, you reprogram your subconscious mind to accept these positive beliefs as truth. It's important to make your affirmations specific, meaningful, and aligned with the goals you want to achieve. Until now, there has been no change in a circumstance. Now my thought is, instead of saying, I am confident, try something more detailed like, I am confident in my abilities, and I trust that I can handle any challenge that comes my way. The more you affirm your strengths, talents, and potential, the more your self-belief will grow. As you build your self-belief, it's also important to celebrate your progress and successes, no matter how small they may seem. When you accomplish something, take a moment to acknowledge your achievement and give yourself credit for the effort you put in. Too often, people overlook their wins, focusing instead on what they haven't accomplished yet. However, every step forward is a testament to your growth and potential. Celebrating your successes reinforces the belief that you are capable of achieving even greater things, and it helps to solidify your self-belief. Another key aspect of cultivating self-belief is surrounding yourself with positive influences. The people you spend time with have a significant impact on your mindset and self-perception. If you surround yourself with individuals who uplift and support you, you will find it much easier to believe in your abilities. On the other hand, being around people who are negative, critical, or dismissive can chip away at your confidence and make it harder to believe in yourself. Seek out mentors, friends, and communities that inspire and encourage you. These people will not only help you see your potential, but will also remind you of your worth when your belief wavers. In addition to external influences, it's important to cultivate internal practices that support self-belief. One of the most powerful tools in this regard is visualization. Visualizing yourself succeeding in your goals creates a mental image of your future success, which in turn strengthens your belief that it is possible. When you visualize yourself confidently achieving your dreams, you are essentially training your mind to expect success. Over time, this positive mental image becomes ingrained in your subconscious, making it easier to take action and move forward with confidence. Another practice that can enhance self-belief is mindfulness and self-reflection. Take time to connect with yourself regularly, either through meditation, journaling, or simply quiet contemplation. Reflect on your past achievements, the strengths that got you to where you are today, and the lessons you've learned along the way. This reflection helps to remind you of your capabilities and reinforces the belief that you are capable of overcoming any challenges in the future. It also allows you to identify any limiting beliefs or areas where your self-confidence may need to be strengthened, so you can consciously work on them. By this time, the guard arrangements had been done, and the music was playing, and the toasts were held, and a great table made. As you continue to build your self-belief, it's essential to recognize that setbacks and failures are not reflections of your worth or abilities. Everyone experiences setbacks, and no one's journey is without obstacles. In fact, failure is often a necessary part of growth and success. When you experience a setback, it's important to view it as an opportunity for learning and improvement, rather than as a confirmation of your limitations. Each time you bounce back from a failure or challenge, you reinforce your self-belief and prove to yourself that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. One of the final elements of cultivating unshakable self-belief is taking responsibility for your own success. It's easy to fall into the trap of blaming others or external circumstances for your lack of progress. But true self-belief comes from understanding that you are the creator of your own life. When you take responsibility for your actions, decisions, and outcomes, you empower yourself to make the changes necessary to move forward. This sense of ownership strengthens your belief in your ability to shape your own destiny and encourages you to take bold action toward your goals. Ultimately, cultivating unshakable self-belief is an ongoing process. It requires consistent effort, self-awareness, and the willingness to challenge limiting beliefs and overcome self-doubt. As you nurture this belief in yourself, you'll find that the obstacles and challenges that once seemed insurmountable become easier to overcome. With a solid foundation of self-belief, you'll be able to pursue your dreams with confidence, resilience, and determination, knowing that nothing is beyond your reach. Mastering the art of patience and persistence is a vital step in the journey toward becoming your best self. Too often, in our fast-pacing world, we are conditioned to expect instant results, immediate gratification, and overnight success. Yet the reality is that true transformation, success, and personal growth require time, consistent effort, and above all, patience. The ability to remain persistent and stay the course despite obstacles or delays is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who give up too soon. Becoming your best self is not a sprint. It is a marathon, and it requires the steady, unwavering determination to keep going, no matter how long the path may seem. Patience and persistence go hand in hand. Patience allows you to trust the process, even when you cannot see immediate results. And persistence pushes you to keep moving forward when things get tough. Both of these qualities are essential in developing the mindset needed to achieve your long-term goals. Life is not always going to go according to plan, and there will be moments when progress feels slow or non-existent. But it is in these moments that patience and persistence become your greatest allies. When you remain patient and persist in the face of adversity, you demonstrate to yourself that you are committed to your vision and that you trust in the journey, even when the end result is not yet visible. But one of the keys to mastering patience is to shift your focus away from the outcome and toward the process. Often, we become fixated on the end result, constantly measuring our progress and feeling frustrated when things are not moving fast enough. This can lead to a sense of discouragement and a desire to give up. However, when you focus on the process, the daily actions, the small wins, and the growth that is happening along the way, you begin to find joy in the journey itself. This shift in focus helps you stay grounded and encourages you to keep going, knowing that every step you take is moving you closer to your goal, even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment. Persistence is about developing the resilience to keep moving forward, even when you encounter setbacks. Life is full of challenges, whether they are personal struggles, professional obstacles, or unforeseen circumstances. But it is how you respond to these challenges that defines your success. When you encounter difficulties, it can be easy to fall into despair or give up entirely. But persistence is the act of pushing through those moments. It is the refusal to let setbacks define you or stop you from moving forward. Persistence is a mental and emotional muscle that you build over time, and it grows stronger each time you face a challenge and continue to move toward your goal. To develop this persistence, it is important to recognize that failure and rejection are not the end. They are simply part of the process. Each failure offers valuable lessons and insights that can propel you forward if you are willing to learn from them. Instead of seeing failure as a defeat, view it as feedback, an opportunity to adjust, adapt, and try again. Each time you pick yourself up after a failure and keep going, you are strengthening your resolve and proving to yourself that you are capable of achieving whatever you set your mind to. An essential aspect of persistence is consistency. It is the small, daily actions that ultimately lead to big results. While it can be easy to start strong and lose motivation after a few setbacks, true persistence comes from showing up every day, regardless of how you feel. It is about committing to your goals and maintaining a steady, focused approach, even when the rewards are not immediate. Consistency is key to turning progress into success. You persist in your efforts, even in the face of challenges, your hard work will eventually pay off. If you concentrate hard enough on a single task, moreover, patience and persistence are deeply connected to your ability to trust in timing. One of the hardest lessons to learn is that not everything happens when you want it to. We often feel impatient, wanting to see results immediately, but the reality is that timing is everything. Sometimes things need to unfold in their own time for the greater plan to work out. Trusting the process means understanding that everything has its season. Even if things aren't happening on your timeline, that doesn't mean progress isn't being made. It might just mean that there are other factors at play that need to align before you see the results you desire. But stay tuned, Your life is going to make stranger demands on our time than we'd otherwise think. And fool engineers, the practice of patience also involves practicing self-compassion. There will be times when you feel frustrated, exhausted, or discouraged. It's important to be gentle with yourself during these moments. and recognize that you're doing your best. Understand that patience is not about forcing yourself to wait without emotion, but rather about accepting that things are unfolding as they should, even when it feels like progress is slow. Self-compassion helps you maintain a positive attitude, even in moments of doubt, and allows you to keep going without being too hard on yourself when things don't go as planned. Another important element of patience and persistence is the ability to let go of perfectionism. Many people give up on their goals because they expect perfection from themselves or the process. They think they must get everything right the first time, every time. But perfectionism is a trap. It prevents you from making progress and discourages you when you inevitably make mistakes. Instead of focusing on perfection, focus on progress. Take the imperfect actions, learn from them, and keep moving forward. The key is not to be perfect, but to be persistent. The more you let go of the need for perfection, the more freedom you have to take consistent, persistent action without fear of failure. But at the heart of patience and persistence is the understanding that achieving your best self is not a destination, but a lifelong journey. There will always be new challenges to overcome, new growth to experience, and new obstacles to face. But if you can cultivate the patience to trust the process, the persistence to keep moving forward, and the resilience to learn from setbacks, you will find that the journey itself becomes a reward. Each small step, each moment of persistence, and each act of patience brings you closer to the person you are meant to be. In the end, it is not about how fast you achieve your goals, but about how steadfastly you pursue them with unwavering belief, determination, and consistency. The art of patience and persistence is a powerful tool in your journey to becoming your best self. Living with purpose and intention is one of the most profound ways to become your best self. Too often, people go through life on autopilot, reacting to external circumstances and living according to the expectations of others. They wake up, go through the motions, and return to bed without ever stopping to ask themselves, what is my true purpose? What am I truly working toward? When you live with purpose and intention, you align your actions, decisions, and energy with your deepest desires and values. You no longer live by default, but take full ownership of your life and choices. Living purposefully transforms your mindset, boosts your motivation, and creates a sense of fulfillment that can be obtained through mere busyness or aimlessness. Living with purpose begins with self-awareness. It's about taking time to truly understand who you are and what drives you. It involves reflecting on your passions, values, and what you want to contribute to the world. Without this self-awareness, it's difficult to know where to direct your energy or what goals to pursue. Often, people spend years or even decades drifting through life because they never take the time to connect with their inner selves and ask these fundamental questions. But when you live with purpose, you gain clarity about who you are, what you stand for, and what you ultimately want to achieve. To live with intention, you must first clarify your values and align your goals with them. What is truly important to you? What do you want your life to stand for? By identifying your core values, you can make decisions and set goals that reflect what matters most to you. For instance, if one of your core values is growth, you may set goals around self-improvement, learning, or mastering new skills. If you value connection, you might prioritize building deeper relationships with the people you care about. When you live in alignment with your values, your actions become more meaningful, and you create a sense of fulfillment that is rooted in your true self. This is the true nature of fulfillment. Living with purpose also means being mindful of your time and energy. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in distractions, obligations, and the demands of others. But when you live intentionally, you make conscious decisions about how to spend your time and energy. You stop wasting time on things that don't serve your greater vision and start investing in the activities, people, and experiences that align with your purpose. This level of mindfulness allows you to be more productive, focused, and present in your daily life. You become deliberate in your choices and actions, knowing that each moment brings you closer to your desired future. Living with purpose requires the ability to set clear, actionable goals that serve as stepping stones toward your larger vision. Setting goals is not just about creating a to-do list. It's about creating a roadmap that will guide you to your destination. Your goals should be meaningful, challenging, and aligned with your purpose. Break them down into smaller, manageable tasks and create a clear plan of action. When you have a sense of purpose behind your goals, you'll feel more motivated to achieve them, and they won't feel like mere obligations. You'll find that your passion and commitment to your purpose drive you to take consistent action and make progress every day. Another key aspect of living with purpose is learning to say no to distractions. When you live with intention, you realize that not everything deserves your time, attention, or energy. Saying yes to everything can spread you thin, leaving you overwhelmed, unfocused, and drained. Living with purpose means being selective about what you engage with, ensuring that your time and efforts are dedicated to the things that move you closer to your goals and align with your values. Saying no is not about being selfish. It's about protecting your energy and ensuring that you stay on track with your bigger vision. Now, to live intentionally, it's also important to practice gratitude. When you are grateful for what you already have, you naturally shift your focus away from what's lacking or what you're trying to achieve. Gratitude helps you appreciate the present moment and deepens your sense of purpose. It reminds you that even if things are not perfect, you are already on the right path and have much to be thankful for. Gratitude acts as a powerful motivator because it shifts your energy into alignment with positivity and abundance, which in turn attracts more of the same into your life. It helps you realize that you are not only moving toward your goals, but you are already living a purposeful life in the here and now. Living with purpose and intention also requires self-discipline. The path to becoming your best self is not always easy, and there will be moments when distractions, temptations, or doubts try to pull you off course. Self-discipline is the ability to stay focused on your goals and take consistent action, even when it's difficult. It's about saying no to short-term pleasures and focusing on long-term reward. Discipline is a powerful tool that allows you to maintain your momentum and stay committed to your purpose, even in the face of challenges. When you develop self-discipline, you strengthen your ability to follow through on your intentions and make decisions that align with your higher vision. Moreover, living with purpose means embracing the concept of why. It's not just about what you do or how you do it, but why you are doing it. The deeper your why, the more powerful your intentions become. When you have a compelling reason behind your actions, you are more likely to remain motivated, even when the going gets tough. Ask yourself regularly, why is this important to me? Why do I want to achieve this? This reflection strengthens your resolve and helps you stay connected to the greater meaning behind your goals. Your why is your source of fuel that propels you forward and gives you the strength to keep going, even in the face of adversity. Living with purpose also requires resilience. You will face setbacks, obstacles, and moments of doubt, but it is through these challenges that your purpose is tested. It is in these moments of adversity that your true strength and commitment to your vision are revealed. The ability to stay grounded in your purpose even in times of difficulty, is what allows you to rise above challenges and continue moving forward. Each time you bounce back from adversity, you strengthen your purpose and deepen your sense of meaning. This resilience helps you maintain clarity and conviction, even when things are not going according to plan. That's melancholy, which is a very important moment for anyone who has had a rough spring. Ultimately, living with purpose and intention is about aligning every aspect of your life with what truly matters to you. It's about making conscious choices, taking deliberate action, and staying focused on your vision, even in the face of challenges. When you live with purpose, you stop being a passive observer in your life and become an active participant in creating the future you desire. The more you live intentionally, the more you will discover your true potential, and the more you will become the best version of yourself.